Hello, this is Jane Talbot and it is day 160 of my 365 Days of Adventure project. A large part of this project has been about following the impulse for adventure in everyday life. And I suppose in order to follow the impulse, I've had to learn to feel or identify the impulse. I've had to learn how to hear the call to adventure. Up until very recently, there have been two key ways of me identifying this impulse. Either it's been a really powerful feeling in my body, which I would recognise as kind of aliveness, thrill, something like that. Or after a while, I then got a voice in my head saying, do that, that's today's adventure, or waking up with a thought, do this today. Recently, though, it has begun to change. So as well as having those components available, so I still get the feeling and I'm getting the voice in my head, I'm also getting visual cues. So with the out-of-body experience adventure, when I scrolled down the CDs that were on offer by this website, this CD literally floated out of the page to me and said, do me, I'm next. And then something really unusual happened this weekend. On Saturday, I was in the supermarket and I suddenly became consciously aware that I was singing out loud. And I smiled. And then as soon as I smiled, I got in my head the Alleluia chorus. A whole choir singing Alleluia. I thought, there you go, that's my next adventure. So now I'm beginning to do the adventure in advance. I'm kind of doing the call. That's how I'm interpreting anyway, and it feels like a lot of fun. So today, I haven't abandoned the out-of-body experience exploration. I'm going to do that in the background along with the writing of my romantic fiction. That adventure has got more legs as far as I'm concerned. What I'm going to do today, I'm going to pay attention to the call, literally, that I got on Saturday to do something to do with singing. So I am going to write a choral piece with the view to it being actually performed by a choir. So for today's adventure, I have done a bit of preparation and I went to the local stationery shop to get some music manuscript paper to write the music. They didn't have any. So they said I'd have to go to the local Bible shop. So I went to the Bible shop. I've never been in a Bible shop before. So this was a bit of an adventure for me. And this particular shop is right next to the post office. It's always really busy. It's very difficult to park outside the post office. But today there was a space right outside the Bible shop. So I walked in and I suppose I wasn't sure what to expect. Obviously it was full of religious literature and I kind of breezed in, I suppose. Have you got music manuscript? And the lady behind the counter said, oh, well, I don't think so. Sometimes we do, but I don't think we've got any. And I found myself saying, yes, you have got some. And sure enough, they had some. So what I'm going to do tomorrow is to start to compose. And for that, I thought I might need a piano. I actually haven't got a piano. So I've arranged tomorrow to visit someone who has a piano so I can start seeing what comes out of the end of my fingers. The way what I'm experiencing right now is stuff going on in my head, sounds, melodies in my head, and we'll see what comes out. That's where I'm at.